You're not supposed to be in here. Talk. What business could you possibly have with me? My marital affairs are no concern of yours. Thank you very much. I think it's about to be broken if you don't hurry up and leave. I think a better question is, why am I being interrogated by a stranger who just barged into my villa? I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to explain to my husband why I am receiving strange men in private. The dainty little thing from next door? Of course not. As much as I despise her father, I would never lay a finger on that poor, sweet child. Well, I've had quite enough of this. Domitius, come quickly. We're being robbed.
Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you? Without a weapon? Well, it's your funeral.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Hey, Vergil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people. Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company. And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagus, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years? Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living under, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi. Nice of you to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least, I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong. It's not just graffiti. I have quite the collection. The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. so I'm not sure what I could have... If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists. Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into hiding. All I know is if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to... Let's hope so. Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people. That kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place. You mean the Great Temple? This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually there's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know. Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines were constructed hundreds of years ago. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The oldest shrine in this avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek. I'm not sure. It could mean that the Romans, who first started building here, were just copying Greek architecture, which they do all the time. Or it could mean that there were Greeks living and worshipping here before the Romans arrived. Who really built this place? And could it be far older than any of... If only there was a way we could talk to the people who came here before us. The stories they could tell. Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts. They're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the Great Temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake. Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Of course. Some people say it's divine, the work of a god, but I'm not so sure. It's just, I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just seem so wrong to you. But this so-called god, which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, and I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you? Good. Then I hope you'll agree that there are only two ways of dealing with unfair rulers. The first is to leave. The second is to remove... Good question. It's best if I say no more, but I hope you'll give it some thought. You wouldn't believe how often the new ones ask that question. There are much worse places to live out your days. You might have a few sleepless nights thinking about, but once you get used to the fear, knowing that a single slip-up could cost you everything, it's not too bad. Oh, I just mean I grew up in the Batavi tribe, far to the north in Noviomagus, and learned to expect a bit of hostility. They weren't nearly as tolerant as the Romans. Well, Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions in this place. And while it's all a bit vague, my vote isn't for sale, if that's what you're asking. Nice to talk to you. Welcome back. Nice to talk to you.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land. This part of my shop is off limits, even for you, my sartorial friend.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called silphium. It's too late. No, now it's fine. I can't afford to. Sure, what do you want to know? I haven't seen her in months. She's not allowed to leave Malleolus's villa, and they are quite secretive. Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it. Hemlock, I believe. Gladly. I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Naevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time, but I'd rather take this on My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked and turned into an awful philanderer. I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank. It's all right. Say what you will about this place. At least my fornicating husband will never find me. And while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden rule, they have to Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good too, until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying, but I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain. I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up losing his... I just know Naevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get it. Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go. Feeling all right? I wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to... But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take... Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Naevia, and she went a little mad. Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife until she suddenly lost. This changes the last time, and then she's been gone so long now. We figure she's either. But I really wish one of my patients. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up. I just know Naevia would know how to do. Really?
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step. Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but... family's from Seleucia on Tigris. Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. Same way as everyone else. Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious? If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either. Nobody is supposed to know about that. Did Lucretia tell you? Gah. Look, I haven't been at my best lately. I get stirred up by things that shouldn't bother me, and then there's the statues. You want to help me? Do what Lucretia hasn't been able to do, and find me something to make... you again. If I did, do you think we'd be having this conversation? Malleolus. Not sure I trust Sentius. Couldn't even protect his... No. What about it? Why bring it up then? Whatever.
Welcome to my humble store. Greetings, I'm Georgius. My friend, your words intrigue me more and more. But yes, very... I hope that our...
Oi! How'd you... What now? The name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus? Why? Because I am... You want to see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunners. When Malleolus wins the election, yeah? This place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see. Malleolus, of course. If old man Sentius can't even Listen, I don't abduct women. They come to me. And they keep coming back. If you know what I mean. Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
A new face. Ave, and may Vesto... I don't, I'm afraid. It seems to me we're exiled here until the... Interesting. I'm not sure why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person. Did you... That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. What else? There are definitely some common threads there. Keep asking people Livia's fate. Come back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
Citizen, we're finally alone. I assume you... We have? Wait, I must have entrusted... Is that about right? Seems rather brash, but all right. Why have you sought me out? If I did, I'd have let these people out of here already. I've had plenty of time to think about it. Let me see if I can sum up my thoughts. I've always considered my guiding star to be the well-being of our survival and prosperity have all give the gods what they want and we all prosper. The real enemy in this place is not the golden rule, but I trust that answers. Thank you. I'll be waiting.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Oh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians... Oh, you heard about her disappearance, I take it. Oh, really? That commoner in debt bondage next door thought he could win over a magistrate's daughter. That's awfully bold of him. I can see why she worked so hard to keep it a secret. Quick, go and find him and ask him what he knows. Oh, I see. Well, it was worth a try, I suppose. Just promise me you won't give up on her. Thank you. Oh, look, you're back. How lucky for me. You know, some people say it's the creation of an all-seeing God who's watching everything we do. But what kind of an awful, incompetent God would let my sister go... Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister? What do you have to say for yourself? No response. Nothing. That's what I thought. I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be asleep on... Either that, or, like people are saying... I trust you can see your...
What is it, citizen? I don't see why not. Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow.
Of course. Not that it's any of your business, but my loyal... Unfortunately, see, Domitius has been going around town, shoring up votes for Malleolus with law. The man's a savage, but he's a gladiator, so Sentius knows about it, of course. This place will be different with... I appreciate the thought, but you're new here. In any case, if you're interested in the election, go and have a chat with him. All right?
Are they?
Salve, Dooley. How are you doing today?
I'm sad. Am I going to die in here?
I don't think so, my friend. It's election day today. Perhaps our new magistrate will be kinder than Sentius and let you out.
I hope so. Galerius, what happens when you die?
You're not going to die anytime soon, Dooley.
My mother told me.
Help! You have to do... You have to... None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all. You'll just have to Thank you. Hear what? What? Ugh. The shrine is collapsing!
I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain. I am here with... So, if you tell me... Is that understood? Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people? A small community. I was told Quintius was a... You say that? So you admit you're not allowed to leave? That sounds an awful lot. And I saw the inscription. You've clearly been in... Now tell me. You lot are practicing human... Yes, because It's all clear to me now. However... Very well. Here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man. The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult. All I know, all I care about, is that the This is your last chance. Suddenly it's all coming back to you, is it? Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Salve!
You again. Whatever.
What now?
I'm here for Malleolus. Who might you be?
The name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus? You go through me.
Then go through you, I shall.
Malleolus, you fatuous
The many
cunner.
shall suffer for the sins of the one.